Okay, so now let's go to the opening keynote by Northern Trust. We have Madhavi, Chief Executive Officer, India Northern Trust. We have Connie Lindsey, Executive Vice President and Head of Corporate Social Responsibility and Global Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion at Northern Trust. Let's hear it from Madhavi and Connie have to share us with today.
Hello, my name is Connie Lindsey, Executive Vice President and Head of Corporate Social Responsibility and Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion at Northern Trust. At Northern Trust, we count a diversified workforce as one of our strongest assets, and one that brings to life Northern Trust's core values of service, expertise, and integrity. We recognize diversity of thought and experience allows us to draw on a wide range of perspectives to better serve our clients, our employees, and our communities. We know true diversity can only exist in an inclusive work environment where any individual or group feels welcomed, respected, and able to fully participate and contribute to our success. Our efforts to create an inclusive workplace for our LGBT plus employees and allies is truly global and led by our leadership teams around the world. True inclusion means to us that it is incorporated in our corporate policies. Sexual orientation and gender identity and expression are key components of our equal employment opportunity policy. Most recently, we introduced global gender transition guidelines to help foster dialogue and understanding of transgender issues in the workplace, and we conducted a global campaign around including pronouns in email signatures. One of the most important ways in which we further empower our employees at Northern Trust is through our business resource councils. These are employee-led resource groups that strengthen professional development, attract diverse talent, and enhance cultural understanding across our employee population. As one of these 11 groups, our Northern Trust Pride BRC supports an inclusive working environment where all lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender employees and their allies are welcomed, celebrated, and supported throughout their careers. In the Philippines, the group has received the 𝘍𝘕𝘐 Ambassador Award for its unwavering support for the LGBT plus community. We also recently launched a Singapore chapter of the Business Resource Council. We go beyond Northern Trust walls to enhance global DE&I efforts. In the United States, and for the 14th consecutive year, we received a perfect rating for the Human Rights Campaign's Corporate Equality Index. Throughout EMEA, we work with organizations that support LGBT plus inclusion within financial services, including LGBT Great, Stonewall, and the Interbank LGBT Forum in the UK, Fusion Ireland, and the Out and Equal Global Workplace Summit. In Asia, we continue to make progress with our LGBT plus inclusion programs, despite differences in the legal and cultural landscape across countries in the region. We have made significant progress in the Philippines, India, and Australia, where we participate annually in the Pride in Diversity Australia Workplace Equality Index and participate in Interbank Forum events. The future is inclusive. The future is a core part of the strategy at Northern Trust, where accountability, enhanced training and development, and culture are all core elements of our strategic focus. To fully incorporate this mindset, our strategy looks for ways to enhance the accountability, to promote change in our culture, and to then ensure the measurement of that change. We do all that we must do to ensure equity for our employees, so that we learn and know the importance of encouraging this evolution in the wider industry and in the communities where we live and work and serve. We continue to be deeply committed and are very honored to support the RISE Forum. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Connie. Hello all. I am Madhavi Dahanukar, Country Executive for Northern Trust India, and I'm so proud to be here today. On behalf of Northern Trust India, a very warm welcome to RISE 2021. We are honored to be a title and inspirer sponsor for this event. Building on what Connie has already shared, I wanted to spend some time today to take you through Northern Trust's diversity, equity, and inclusion journey, especially here in India. I invite you to cast your mind to a few years ago, long before Section 377 was decriminalized. As an organization in the private sector, and alongside many of our peers, we looked inwards at what more we could do to support our diverse communities with a highly focused goal to foster a safe space for all, including members of the LGBT community. We started conversations from the top through a series of awareness building workshops with senior leaders and people managers across the country. Since then, we have passionately and thoughtfully introduced a wide array of initiatives and benefits which enable our employees to bring their whole selves to work. Recognizing that people will show up in different ways, we launched an e-learning module specifically focused on LGBT+ inclusion for all our employees in India to build a standard level of knowledge across the bank. Then taking it one step further, we created an India chapter of the Northern Trust Pride BRC that Connie touched upon earlier, and implemented an ally training program to build an authentic network of allies. As a result of these cultural improvements, we've been able to witness one of the most powerful aspects of this network in the sharing of stories directly from our employees. As an ally myself, one of the greatest things we can give to the LGBT community is a safe space for them to share their experiences and for us to actively listen. I hope that you will take the time to watch our corporate video at the event here today, which features one of our own employees sharing their personal experience. With a goal to support truly systemic change, we knew that our inclusion efforts needed to be coupled with a commitment to change corporate policy and employee benefits. In 2019, we amended our health insurance to include same-sex partners, and most recently introduced gender affirmation surgery coverage too. Furthermore, Northern Trust has a gender-neutral adoption policy and an adoption assistance program to complement this. In India, our culture is still deeply rooted in heteropatriarchy. Individuals freely talk about their legally wedded spouses, their engagements, and religious ceremonies. At Northern Trust, we are committed to fostering a culture where our LGBT+ employees can join these conversations comfortably and encouraged to bring their authentic selves to work. Today, I am proud to work for an organization that truly values the intersectionality that diversity brings. Diversity of thought, diversity of experiences, diversity of expertise will only help us achieve greater together. I hope that today you got a sense of the passion and enthusiasm that we have for our inclusion agenda at Northern Trust, and you're inspired to join us on this ever-evolving journey. After all, inclusion is never a linear journey, but one of progressive realization. Thank you for listening.
Thank you so much. Can we also look into the video that Madhavi was mentioning?
At Northern Trust, our people are our greatest asset. It's through diversity of thought, experience, and background that we are able to draw on a wide range of perspectives to better serve each other, our clients, and communities in which we live and work. The output? Well, one was the forming of our NT Pride's Business Resource Council. Who better to harness our diversity than our own employees? Since 2018, NT Pride's mission has been to foster an inclusive working environment where all lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender partners and their allies are welcomed, celebrated, and able to fulfill their potential. The network works diligently to organize events, celebrate LGBT+ inclusion days, and lead a program on building allyship in the workplace.
When I came to Northern Trust, I was 6 months into my transition. I had started my hormone therapy and I had started looking out for opportunities at an inclusive organization. The entire training and control team, it went through a gender sensitivity training, made even the people that were on leave, made sure they spent that 1 hour at least to get that gender sensitivity training. And it was very heartwarming that 60 odd people are spending 1 hour of their important time just so that one person could be onboarded. My manager reaches out to me, have you checked the preferred name option? I did not know something like this exists. Within a day, I was able to change my legal name to preferred name within the organization. And post that, everything was done using, every communication that happened has been done using my preferred name, which is a very big thing because it instills a new confidence in you when you are able to be what you want to be.
Our journey doesn't end here. We continue to work hard to build a culture of inclusion at Northern Trust and within our communities. We hope that you will join us too.
Thank you, Northern Trust. That was amazing. And I also encourage our audience to share their questions so that we could answer you back via our blog. So that is quite colorful video from Northern Trust.